Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome back to QOTD, the Question of the Day show. It's the only game show that lets you be on the air. Join us by recording your video answers to our awesome and compassionate daily questions. Today's show is all about kindness, as you can tell from my picture of a puppy here who's looking a little hungry. I'm going to give him a little treat. How about you guys?
Hi.
You guys feeling the kindness? You feeling the love in the air?
Feeling the love, 100%.
For sure.
Yeah, we got a song. We're going to sing it at the end, though.
No, we're not.
We'll see. We'll see how it happens.
Game time decision.
But we are going to show you how you can make it on the air for our Friday Big Show. But first, JJ and Keith, hey, let's give our fans a peek at our current answer leaders.
Begin with Saturday's question and the top three answers. Saturday's question was, what binge watch made you saddest that there were no more episodes? I mean, for me, there's nothing more fun than a good binge watch, and there's nothing more devastating than when you finish the series, there's no more episodes, you've reached the finale. So we want to know what series just really did that for you, really made you invested, and then unfortunately had to end all too soon.
Spoiler alert, The Last of Us. Last night was the final episode. And let me just say, when it was over, it was done.
It was the last of them, in fact.
Thank you. Sunday, we had a different QOTD, but it was sort of similar, very much in flavor for this week of the Academy Awards. What's a movie that's just so bad that it's just awesome? These are my favorite kind of movies, are the bad movies, which are so bad that they're great. These guys here had three awesome answers, but you guys may have more. So we'll see. But these are the leaders so far.
We have today's QOTD question of the day, and it's a doozy. It is, tell us about a time a stranger brought a smile to your face or a tear to your eye. There's nothing more moving than just seeing like random acts of kindness in public between two people who might not even know each other. I feel like it really just renews your hope in humanity. So we want to hear your heartwarming stories about that.
Those are just three of the answers for each of those questions that happen to be today's top leaders, but there are many more. If you go to beontheair.com, you can see all of the answers. You can vote for your favorites, and you can even play our awesomely kind, compassionate, trusted, loyal, helpful, friendly guess and bid game, and you can make it on the leaderboard like these guys.
It's not too late to record your own answer to this or any of this week's QOTDs for your very own chance to appear on our Friday Big Show. That's where Keith, JJ, Reed, and I host a super fun show every Friday at 4 p.m. So join us on YouTube, Twitch, or right here at beyondtheair.com.
So today's question, I think, is a really awesome one. And I think, JJ, that you really put it well. It is so easy to forget that the world is, in fact, a kind place full of nice people amidst like the usual headlines that we see from day to day about all the awful things that are happening around the world. But it's only part of what's going on. There are wonderful things, and this is our chance to share it. So, JJ, did the fans say anything to you that really, like, filled you full of, that feeling? There's a word for that.
Yeah. I don't know what the word is, but I definitely felt it at last night's Oscars with a lot of those Oscar speeches. And I also felt it with Madison, who tells a story about a time that she fell asleep on the subway. And there was a guy that she rode the subway with every morning, and he actually woke her up at her usual stop when it arrived. And that's just like, in addition to being just a small act that is so incredibly useful, I hesitate to imagine what would have happened if he wasn't there that day and she just slept right through her stop.
Right, she would have woken up in Canada or something like that. The very same thing actually happened to me. So this is not an isolated story. It's really, really nice. Trish.
Yes.
What's out there among our fan answers that has made you maybe shed a tear?
Well, I found a pretty good answer from Tara. She used to work at a waxing place, and she was just in a really tough spot in life, as happens to all of us. And there was a client who just kind of felt her energy, and she knew that she was stressed, and she just sort of told her that everything was going to be okay. And that just really made a difference for her, and she still remembers it. And, words are powerful.
Yeah. Well, if I were a fortune teller or a seer and could read people's energy, I would give them good news whenever I could. That makes people feel good. Well, my favorite comes from a person named London. from a place called Vietnam. She was out there visiting. It was like a hot day. It was parched. She was like not feeling well. She was like sitting down and like amidst a city of strangers where she didn't speak the language. And like a doorman just came out and saw her distress and like got her iced tea and gave her iced tea so that she can recover. And I mean, it's like such a funny story because it's just a little thing, right? It's a glass of something cold and wet, but he bridged across the language divide to a total stranger who was like from out of town, like they had nothing in common, but he just saw another person in need and like just helped him out. And it like, this story really like touches me. There's small things that we could be doing all the time for people, just because they are human beings like ourselves. I love it.
Yeah. No, I feel like that really summarizes the question. The answer and your response to it just summarize what's so great about the question. It's just the beautiful, like, universalness of kindness. And it's such a good question for that.
I'm trying to...
Literally wiping away tears. Well, today's question, remarkable question, is not the only one you can answer. We have two other ones from this past weekend that have incredible answers as well. And we wanted to take a moment to recognize one of those answers. So, receiving the distinct honor of Worst Binge Watch Blues in honor of Saturday's question, what binge watch made you saddest? There were no more episodes. We have all of Yush's answer. So let's take a watch.
I definitely know this feeling of like binge watching something and you get so into it that you're sad that there's no more episodes. The last time this happened was when I did a binge run of Adventure Time, and I remember watching a bunch of it when I was younger, but going through the whole thing and getting to the end made me feel so emotional because like that was just part of my childhood and it made me feel some type of way, you know?
Aw, I don't know Adventure Time.
I don't know, but I'm still wiping tears from my face. That's why WTF, right? It's the wiping tears from face.
Exactly. That's perfect. That's it.
Well, fans, you still have 4 days left yourselves to submit your own videos. Go to beyondtheair.com to record your answers now. And you can also vote for your favorite videos. And hey, get yourself on the air with us.
So JJ and Trish, I'm so glad that we got to share this time together. Thank you very much for your time. And thank you everybody out there for watching us. I want a special thanks sent to all the people who watch, recorded, and voted. I should have said the other way around, but I really appreciate the fact that you guys are sharing your personal stories with us. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else has to say, and most of all, seeing you on TV.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Be kind today.